Data mesh helps your organization transform your data into value and also address long-time challenges with data management finally for good. But just because you have a better solution doesn't mean that people are going to use it. So in this video, we'll talk through some key things that you can do to make sure your data mesh transformation is successful and adopted. With data products, you can use what's called a data product canvas. And for every data product, you can fill out information, including who do you expect to be your immediate consumers, who you might expect to be your future potential consumers, as well as characteristics of that data product, as well as what potential challenges might come into play when that data product is eventually implemented, rolled out, put into production, and so forth. When you take this upfront design thinking just to prepare yourself for the creation of the data product, it allows you to then think about what the consumers will be. You can then have a communication mechanism with your potential consumers. They have some clarity on what to expect from that data product. And then you have this open conversation communication channel with your end consumers that you're expecting for that data product. So one of the key things when it comes to any transformational change is to meet users where they are. Some users you might find in your organization are already comfortable with certain data visualization tools or data analytics tools. So what if you actually created interfaces or connectors between your data platform with their tools of choice? When you do that, you're meeting them in their comfort zone. You're providing the data products where they are. Once you've captured them, once they start using it and then realize the value of those data products, you can then bring them along further. You can then have them start adapting to the broader change that you're looking to make with the transformation, and then have them adopt whatever technologies you want to offer in your data mesh journey for them. So one of the key pillars of data mesh is a self-serve data platform, and that can also be a contributing value add to your adoption strategy. And as a self-serve data platform and applying platform as a product thinking, you're starting to think about your platform also as a product. You start thinking about the users of your platform, your user experiences, what will drive your users to the excellence that they want to be able to leverage your platform, and the data products that are offered by your platform. Once you do that, you start allowing your platform to evolve iteratively and start resonating with your users' needs and the users' experiences. Another successful factor in your data mesh transformation is to have key stakeholders, including executive leadership and key influencers in your organization, be part of the journey and part of the messaging and be part of the narrative that's going to help remind and resonate in your organization the value of the transformation. Because any transformation requires a lot of change, rethinking and ways of working and being, and so having the leaders reinforce the value in it and the investment in it, and the investment in moving away from the status quo allows for buy-in and adoption in your organization. Finally, feel free to use other change management techniques that you may have already leveraged for other types of transformations in your organization. For example, there are well-known techniques such as ADKAR that remind you of the journey that your users need to make, everywhere from awareness to knowledge, to desire, to being able to then eventually use and sustain the value of the data mesh transformation. So those types of change management techniques would then allow you to change the mindsets as well as ways of working in your organization. So data mesh transformation will be challenging. There will be many things that will come forth with it. And adoption is definitely one of those things. Thinking about adoption from the start and throughout your journey will allow you to be successful. It tends to be sometimes one of those things that is overlooked, but so critical, because without it, you will not realize the value for your organization.